Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the gameplay series. So if you guys watched the last episode, I was basically going for some resources to start upgrading some of my defenses and maybe even the walls. But I had to kind of do something, so that kind of got left incomplete. And what I did instead was I started upgrading my barracks, and we're in getting them to level 6. I've already done 2, and the third one should be done in about a half hour, and that'll be up to level, and the other three can now start making pyros, so that'll help save some time if I'm trying to use my pyros in the army composition, because if you just have one, trying to get an army full of pyros gets very difficult because they take too much time to make. We still have the research lab, which is free. I might do the slashers because they're fairly cheap, but I do want to do the pyros, or maybe even the nurse, maybe if I can upgrade it. But let's see how much resources we can get in this episode. Maybe I'll do a couple of attacks and see if we do the slasher or the rifleman. I do want to get the riflemen more because of the reason that I use them more. I rarely ever use the slashers. So even though the slashers are a less expensive upgrade, I might just hold off and see how much oil I can get and maybe just go for the rifleman instead. So as you guys can see, I also got some additional stars for completing some of the campaign, the single player missions, which is great. So definitely you guys should also keep doing that, and it's a good way to get more diamonds. So moving on to the clan tournament, I haven't really been focusing too much on it, and as you guys can see, there's been an error there. For some reason, no matter where you finish, it shows that you finished in 4th position, unless you're in the top 3, of course. But any other position, it still shows that you finished in 4th. So hopefully they can fix this bug pretty soon. Another reason I wanted to show you guys was you can basically share your clan tournament results, or even your regular personal tournament results on Facebook, and that's a good way to get some additional diamonds. You get 10 diamonds for posting that to Facebook, and definitely if you're looking for diamonds, you can go ahead and do that. As you guys can see, my old base is still there. Unfortunately, they still haven't been able to fix that, even though they keep claiming that they have. It's probably lying somewhere in the dark edges of the Jungle Heat servers. And if you go into my clan and click on it, it's still there. So it's definitely alive, but I still cannot access it. At this point, I've pretty much given up on it, so no point really talking about it anymore than I already have. So let's get back to the base, and I may do a couple of attacks, and then hopefully we can start upgrading some of these walls, and maybe even some of the defensive buildings I have. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. So this first base looks a pretty decent one. It's got about 230,000 in resources. Not a whole lot, but it's a pretty decent amount. Definitely one you should attack, especially with most of the resources being in the collectors. You can try to just go and attack those rather than the storages. So what I'm going to try to do here is basically looking at the defenses. You can see as most of the collectors are on the outside, on the bottom right and bottom left. So the defenses are in one central compartment. I'm going to try to get that to that mortar. But my gunners decide to walk around the base and go for that cannon and that watchtower instead. So I'm going to have to drop in some more wall breakers and see if I can get in through there, and follow that up with some riflemen so I can take these couple of defenses down, and then hopefully my gunners can start focusing on that mortar next. It becomes really hard playing this on a PC because it becomes much slower than using a tablet or any touchscreen device. So it kind of becomes difficult to keep dropping in troops at the speed that you want to do on a PC using a mouse. But that's what I'm stuck with right now, and let's see, hopefully if in the future they can probably link this account to my Gmail and onto my tablet. Moving back to the base, we've already taken care of most of the oil. As I thought, most of the resources are in the collectors, and I'm gonna start dropping in my spies on the other end and try to take care of these gold mines as well. We're at about 35%. I have started to try to win most of my games, most of my attacks, because trying to get those diamonds through the clan tournament. So I do try to get to at least 50% if I can on a base. If there's too many troops that I'm gonna have to end up spending to get to that 50%, I might not do it. But on a base like this where I'm at 45%, and I do have some buildings that I can access pretty easily using my riflemen, I'll definitely go ahead with that and try to see if I can get to that 50% and get that star. So now that I'm at 50%, I can go ahead and surrender. There's no point dropping the rest of my troops on that base. There's no way I can get to that command center or get that second star. So we did end up getting all of the resources on the base, left about 900 gold, which is alright. So ended up with about 233,000 in resources. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to base and maybe figure out what upgrades I want to do. I'm just gonna go and stick to this one attack for this video and start working on these upgrades for now. So I have been getting attacked from that top corner, and what I want to do is probably upgrade that flame tower and maybe a cannon or two. The cannons and the watchtowers are a good unit to upgrade because they can take out your spies and the riflemen in just a single shot. So you definitely want to keep up with upgrading them on a regular basis and get them up as high as possible. And maybe even get the walls on the perimeter. I might not do the inside walls. I'll start working on the walls on the outside. And so let's go ahead with this watchtower and maybe a cannon. I don't have enough to do a couple of mortars, and I don't want to do two at the same time because they help protect against the gunners and can take down many units at the same time because of the area damage. So I'll just go ahead with the flame tower, a watchtower, and a cannon. And once I do start doing that, I'll just switch the two flame towers. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've been getting attacked from the top side, so I don't want to get that side weaker by taking a defense away from that side. And basically getting that other flame tower there would help protect my base from getting attacked from the top. Hopefully at least stop some people from attacking from that side. I ended up using all three of my free workers. I do have another one that'll be free in about 20 minutes, so I'll do those walls on the outside at that point. And now that I have about 500,000 in oil, I'll go ahead and do a couple of single player missions and see if I can get enough to start upgrading my riflemen. So that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from this channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.